We strongly believe that the electrical vehicles represent a great opportunity for the used car market today. During this chapter, we will analyze, from one hand, the current volumes and penetration figures of electric vehicles across Europe, and from the other, the factors that will determine their growth in the months and years to come. Before we jump into the figures, it is important that we quickly go through the abbreviations most commonly used when talking about electric vehicles. Let's start with BEVs, battery electric vehicles. These are the ones commonly understood as electric only or pure electric. A good example of them are the Teslas, Renault Zoes, or Nissan Leafs. The next one that we need to talk about are PHEVs, plug-in hybrid electric vehicles. PHEVs combine an electric motor with an internal combustion engine, and their batteries are charged by plugging them into an electric outlet or charging stations. Both BEVs and PHEVs are grouped under BEVs, plug-in electric vehicles. When talking about the EVs opportunity, we will normally be referring to this group, BEVs. Last but not least, we will use very often the abbreviation of ICE, internal combustion engine. ICE group diesel and petrol engines. Enough of the theory, let's plug into the data. In order to understand the current situation of electric vehicles across Europe, we will analyze their evolution through three different angles. The percentage that they represent of the total new passenger cars registration, the size of the fleets, and the growth rates over the last years. Over 550,000 new BEVs were registered last year in Europe, representing a 3.6% of the total new vehicles registration. This 3.6% remains clearly low when compared to petrol and diesel cars. However, in order to fully appreciate the change that is taking place, we need to look at the growth rates behind this figure. BEVs have been consistently growing at growth rates of 40% during the last years. In 2019, the growth was of 45%, heavily pushed by the last quarter results, which stated a growth of over 18%. Just for reference, petrol increased by 4% in the same year, and diesels decreased by 14%. Within the BEVs development, we see very different trends across Europe. While PHEVs' growth has been decreasing and getting more stable, BEVs are exploding, with growth rates above 80% during 2019. Because of these impressive growth rates, the total fleets of BEVs surpassed the 1.8 million vehicles last year. Now, let's see where we find them.